I don't ask those questions. Crappy, that's a stupid question. I think you need to take us to the GM reveal so that we stop looking at chat for a second. Come on, Crappy. Ah, the Warlock! Ah! Well, that's okay. You know, do you believe in magic? I do. Not. Magic's not real. It's an illusion. You know what's not an illusion, though? Our GM here, one of our faves here, and a man of mystery. Say hello to our dear friend, Shambles. Shambles, come give a game. I want to see your game. I want to see your game. Hey, 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 hey.
I'm here to give a game. I'm here to give a game. Hey, Brosentia, what's that game? That's right. We have more Tarzan on our hands. We have Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, an unreleased game for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, and the players are going to find out just how unreleased it is over the next hour. Whoever makes the most progress will take the victory. Whoever falls behind the most, unfortunately, will only get 2 points out of this match. I'm excited for this. I know nothing about this game other than it's unreleased, and I'm a big fan of unreleased video games. Now,
there is a reason why it's unreleased. It is very much half-baked in the sense that, kind of following a 420 theme, this game is half-baked.
Oh my gosh. Shambles. Well, that's okay. You know what? You know what's fully baked? Neither do I. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon rolls, something like that. I want
Good
some cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh.
When I worked
anything.
at the Mall of America,
yeah.
So I'm doxing myself. I live in Minnesota. There was a Cinnabon, which it's a staple in any mall. And I would sometimes just go there, and that was my lunch. I would have one of their large Cinnabon rolls, which they're expensive. And it's essentially a meal. You pay $7 for what is like the size of like 2 fists of a Cinnabon.
Honestly, that sounds fine to me. That sounds completely reasonable, not at all unhealthy, not at all. Honestly, sometimes any food is better than no food, you know? You take it. You take what you can get, okay? And if it is Cinnabon at the mall, then sometimes you take Cinnabon at the mall. I could definitely go for a Cinnabon right now, though, let me tell you.
I'm craving one. Like, cinnamon is a wonderful spice.
Possibly the best spice ever. Like, unironically, cinnamon's good. Like, yeah, you can put
my brain is just on food. My brain is just on food now.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I gotta be honest. I'm very, very hungry. I'm hungry for bad games, but more so, I am hungry for food. I don't know. Is Tarzan gonna feed my soul, though?
I don't know if he'll feed your soul. There isn't really any food pickups in this game.
Dang.
There are other pickups that are very relevant to Tarzan, as we'll see.
Okay. I'm just trying to think what pickups would be relevant to Tarzan. I mean, vines, but you don't really pick vines up. That doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say grapes, but that's just because one of our players has grapes down at the bottom. And here are our players, and I accidentally have this labeled as Warlock for Genesis. No, this is Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle.
There is some magic that we will see, because we will watch the opening cutscene, for very good reasons.
Ooh, okay, I like magic. If there's magic in this game, I am excited. Please quest music, how about you go away? Nobody cares about you. What I care about is what's on the screen right now. Tarzan, yep, that's what I said, Tarzan.
Tarzan, a wonderful jungle Tarzan.
Let's go on a jungle Tarzan. Okay, I hear some drums.
Yeah, the music is going to be delightful. Just some drums. I think drums is the main instrument they used for the soundtrack of this game.
Okay, I really enjoy whenever they tab away and the music stops. That's all right. Well, let me go ahead and check in with the players to see if they are good to go, because I personally am ready to roll whenever they are. I'm ready. Feel free to get rid of your picks. I will not try to find unknown warp zone, says Miranda. Good. However, you are allowed to do that in Kusogrand8. I mean, this was unreleased. We'll find out exactly how broken this game is. Now, luckily, the game should be relatively easy for players to follow. You did give them passwords just in case this game does anything sneaky.
Yeah, like when I originally tested this game, I got to a specific level, I beat it, and it put me right back at the beginning of the level.
Sweet. Well, the players are ready to begin, so what would be good emotes for chat to spam? Obviously, muscles.
Muscles, we want animals, and also give me some of your best faces, please.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna have a cutscene at the beginning here, so I've been told, and they are to not skip this.
That is correct.
Deep in the savage African jungle, Tarzan emerges from the tangled foliage. Tarzan's acute senses detect trouble on the jungle floor. This text could not scroll any slower. JK, it could. Though brought up by apes, Tarzan immediately understands the significance of what he sees. What could it be? What does he see?
He sees something. He sees something that every Tarzan
A girl!
sees.
Two of his own kind. Uh-oh. Just
That's it for that slide.
And one of them is a beautiful female. Yeah, I'm convinced. The guy looks so worried, though, filled with the desire to protect her from harm. Tarzan resolves to rescue the captive woman. Okay.
They really got the mileage out of this one specific screenshot.
Oh my
and now he slowly tilts his head.
But the captors look dangerous and alert. He must follow them, waiting until the time is right. ... When is the time right? Not yet, I guess. Before the captors leave. My gosh, their shaman casts a curse on the jungle. Oh, you were right. Ooh, it's a kitty curse. I like it.
Yes.
Also, they look like Vikings. Immediately, Tarzan senses a change in the jungle. A change in the jungle's animals. Even the players are acknowledging this one shot. It's a good one. Okay, here we go. As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. Chat, you can go ahead and spam some more muscles, please. And let's get Tarzaning.
So I hope you all noticed, but as soon as they spawned into the game, a squirrel walked across them before they could even move, dealing damage to them. That is
Are you
this game.
serious? Oh, no.
Yeah. You immediately get hit, and Verzarek already falling into a pit for the first life. This game kind of has, as I would describe, Prince of Persia movement.
Ooh. Okay.
Like you can walk, you have to hold a button to run. Your jump is really high, but you get very little distance moving right to left.
Okay.
And it's just, and there goes Miranda falling into the same pit. Verzarek also falling, same with underscore fishy.
Yeah, it seems like we're probably gonna have a decent amount of death here. Oh no! Yeah, those pits a little bit hard to see. That's okay. Underscore fishy jumping both a squirrel and a pit. Actually, are those squirrels or rats licensed by Nintendo? As it turns out, this game was never released, and so probably not actually licensed by Nintendo, but whatever.
It almost got to that phase, probably. Or maybe they just realized, no, we don't want this. I was looking up game tech. I think either the distributors or like the makers, whichever one it is, and they have a lot of classics that we've seen on Kusogrand8 before, particularly American Gladiators for the NES.
Oh yeah. Oh. Good memories there. Oh, I love American Gladiators for NES. It's a hot mess, but I played it as a kid. Even then, I knew, wow, this game is impossible. As long as Tarzan's a little bit more playable than that, actually, I'm not sure it is.
I would say Tarzan's a little bit more playable. This is like another one of a classic Shrambles game where at first the controls are just baffling, but as soon as you kind of get a handle on it, the game isn't as bad as that opening first, like, 5-10 minutes of it.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to take a little while to learn how the physics work exactly, but once they do, they'll probably start making a decent amount of progress. And as it turns out, it is based off of, the progress is going to be level based. After that, the number of coins that they collect. As you can see, this is kind of a collectathon. Obviously, Tarzan needs money. What else do you need when you are Lord of the Jungle other than cash?
Yeah, those are your pickups. Coins.
That's so stupid. Anyway, and after that, if they do manage to get to a boss based off of the boss health, and those are some of the tiebreakers that we have going on. But yeah, you can easily tell how much progress they've made based off of the number of coins they have in the top right. If it says, like, Virazek right now only has 2 coins left to collect. If they manage to do that, then I presume it's moving on to the boss, although I don't know if they have to go fight. No.
So they need to collect a majority of the coins, and at some point the level exit will spawn, which they need to find.
Oh, it's one of these games.
Yeah, so it's a collect all the things, then find the exit.
Yeah, it's like collect some of the things and then find the exit. But the number of coins makes sense as a tiebreaker. Even if you don't have to get all of them, you have to get some of them, and might as well just count them all. Ooh, very nice swing by Underscore Fishy there.
All right, Underscore Fishy found, and there's the exit. Underscore Fishy has taken a definitive first place at this point. That
nice.
vine that Underscore Fishy grabbed onto is very, very specific in what it wants. I think it's like either you push the A button or the up button. Its hitbox is bad.
Oh no. Well, what's not bad? Our referees. We have many people helping out to keep track of this match. We've got Cherry Eris, Lord of Ludology. Okay, we're getting various forms of lords. I appreciate that. We've got Dobby Linkura, not elected peasant of the jungle. Oh no. Finally, as some of the backups, Clades and Nakarashi hit the tree. Nakarashi, don't do that. They are keeping a close eye on the players to make sure we know who is in the lead. Luckily, when you get to the next level, you can actually very visibly tell that it's a different location. Not only that, but you provided the passwords for the players, so there will not be very much backtracking. As long as they beat a level, they should have solid progress there.
Yeah, this is a 2-point match. This might be a little cruel for a 2-point match, but there is going to generally be forward progress for the most part. Underscore Fishy has found themselves at the bottom of the tree without collecting enough coins. It also, the things you can stand on this tree are whatever. And Virazek still trying to figure out how to get this vine to work.
Yeah, how do you make the vine work?
I believe it is something about an up A movement or an up jump. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's one of those things where as soon as you get it, you'll feel like, okay, I did that.
How did I do that? Yeah, okay, yeah, Virzek unfortunately jumped to their death before managing to grab the vine. Happens to the best of us. Honestly, there's a reason not everybody swings by vines. Turns out it's kind of difficult. I have some other questions for you as well, because I don't see any clear health bar. What's the health?
Oh, and Virzek got it? All right. Good. So the health, as you can see Tarzan's face in the top left. We're going by Doom style.
Okay.
When Tarzan's face starts kind of thinning out, that's how you can tell how much health he has.
Gotcha. I haven't
So have a
really
pretty full
seen
face
that.
right now.
Yeah.
It starts to get a little skinnier as Tarzan takes damage.
Okay, gotcha. I presume, do all of these birds on level 2 deal damage to you? Like, I
Nope,
see.
the birds are just background or foreground or whatever. They don't have a hitbox. They're not interactable. Only the squirrels in this level do damage to you.
Okay, what about the monkeys?
The monkeys will do damage to you.
Okay, so not just the squirrels. I see Shrambles. You're
Well, the monkeys don't
anti-squirrel, I can tell.
The monkeys don't exist in the first level.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. I was not. Well, neither do the birds. Blah, 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 blah.
No, the birds were in the first level.
Yeah, okay, I forgot. Because I'm not looking at the first level right now. There we go, Miranda, back to the first. You're right, there are birds everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, this game looks really nice. They did really good job with the sprite work and for the most part, the animations. But just, they forgot to build a game inside of it.
Well, I mean, considering that this was never released, you know, this is a prototype, you don't have to have a finished game if it's a prototype. And we are very much not playing a finished game right now.
No, we are not. You will see when we come up to our first boss fight how undercooked this game is and reason why it wasn't released. We saw Virzek falling too far. If you fall too far on this tree level, you will die. But, like, you have to descend the tree in order to collect these coins. It is wonderfully designed.
Yeah, so we actually did have a Tarzan game that came out earlier in Kusogrand8 that was for Game Boy, and you know, it was published by the same group, Game Tech. So honestly, these were probably meant to be somewhat related. It's just the Game Boy version actually did come out, and this one didn't.
Yeah, and they're completely different games. Like,
oh yeah,
as we saw, you know, more of a, you have more control, I guess, in that Game Boy game, but still not great. Oh, Virzek, I think Virzek technically has enough coins, and they might realize that they're gonna have an exit spawn, or there it is. So Virzek moving on to level 3. Bad Road also at level 3. Our first boss, as we can see, is just that ape. Completely bodying Bad Road.
yeah.
Underscore Fishy also finishing level 2. So, as Bad Road just showed, you do have an alternate weapon. You do have like a torch? No. Blowgun, where you can shoot darts.
Okay.
But wasted a lot of ammo because the boss does have considerably generous iframes.
That's so mean that you have to fight your friend. Like, this is kind of brutal. The gorillas are supposed to be your friend. Don't stab them. No.
Yeah, so you can see on Bad Road the Tarzan face. And here's one of the only things in this game I think is actually really cool. So in this boss level, Bad Road lost all of their HP, but they lost a life and didn't have to restart the stage.
Okay.
So essentially, your lives work as an extra health meter when there's a boss.
Okay, that's actually pretty helpful. Virzek is floating in the sky. That's nice.
Oh, unreleased games, how I love you so.
I love it. And again, like, I absolutely do not blame anybody for having flaws in an unreleased game. You know, it helps us see, like, where were they in the development process? What, you know, issues were they possibly dealing with at that time? What's something that, like, needed some polish from this point? Because, like, there's some decent things about the game that I've already seen. The graphics, the audio isn't the most inspiring, but it's kind of okay. Virzek fell through the ground somehow, and I'm not sure how, so that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of elements of this game that could be, like, good. And yeah, if you fall too far, you will die.
Okay, so it is technically fall damage.
Yes. And I don't know, I think Virzek is
I think this is on purpose,
this?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell, because you don't take fall damage, but you will take fall death.
No fault. Well, I mean, just like the Tintin games, you, like, if you fall just the right amount, you die, and if you fall a little bit less than that, you live, and there's, like, no middle ground, okay? It's either your body entirely explodes, or you're completely fine.
Okay, I think Virzek has collected every coin, but I don't think has realized that there is a boss you need to fight.
Yeah, the health bar at the top, the red there, is that the boss's health?
That is the boss's health.
Okay. And is it this gray
this
ape
gorilla
down at the bottom?
Yeah, it is this gray gorilla.
Okay. Now,
Wow,
Virzek
words.
was shooting darts at the gorilla, and that appears to be doing the job. Okay.
On Bad Road, actually completing the level, is now on to Swamp.
Very nice.
And now
Bad Road
different
takes an
flavors.
early lead. Now, as a reminder, everybody, 2 players are getting eliminated because of this match, and 2 players will be moving on to round 3. So this is actually pretty important that the players learn how to play this game. Yeah.
And it's not a terribly long game either. There's only 14 stages.
You said not a long game, and so I was thinking, what, like 6 or 8 stages? 14 stages is a number.
Well, 15. Yeah, no, 14. Sorry, math. I only provided them 13 passwords because there's no password for level 1. Because why would you need one for that?
There's so many games that do that. Titus the Fox, for DOS. The first password that you find in the game just takes you back to level 1. Yeah, it's...
Virzek also moving on to Swamp, so staying kind of tied with Bad Road at this point. Underscore Fishy fighting the ape, and poor Miranda still stuck on level 1.
That sometimes happens. Honestly, the first half of the match usually doesn't matter quite as much as the second half, but because passwords are in play for this game, and because people can hold on to the lead, you know, it makes it a little bit more difficult for people who aren't making quick progress. I'd say, you know, Miranda's not out of it, but it's a little bit more of an uphill battle than in some matches that we've seen before.
Yeah, and these levels aren't terribly long. It's just a matter of, like, finding the coins, and as some of our players have realized, you don't need to collect every coin to spawn the exits, but I think they are just collecting them all just in case.
Honestly, I probably would as well, unless I saw the exit, which I don't even know where the exit's going to appear in most cases. So, Just run around, collect coins until there's an exit, and leave. Okay, Virozek, by the way, being very careful and jumping literally everywhere. I'm not sure
Yeah, the
why?
swamp does have a drag down effect.
Oh.
So if you stay too long into the swamp, you will get dragged into it.
I love how the vine just disappears after a while you swing. It's just like, okay, goodbye. Good luck, Tarzan. Whee! Okay.
Yeah, Virozek is being very careful about trying to collect this coin.
The horizontal jump seems pretty dangerous here, actually.
It's so finicky too, because you need to hold the run button, which is the L button on the Super Nintendo controller.
Oh no.
So you need to hold it in order to get that long jump.
Yeah, the only game that... Oh, I love that LUL is one of the passwords for the game.
Well,
Lol.
so Beach is the level that when I played this for the first time, it just randomly respawned me back at the beginning. But when I tested it on the Kusogrand8 package, it worked. So we're going to watch to see if it's consistent.
Yeah, if there is a problem, we can always tell the players to try to reset and start over for that level. And if not, they can just use the previous level's password, and they get to play one level twice.
Well, I'll see that they'll probably, because there is a boss at the end of this beach. It is exactly what you would think is at the beach.
A crab?
For a boss.
Giant crab?
Not quite.
Pirate?
We're getting there.
Okay, Clayton.
I don't know if Clayton's in this game. I think that's a Disney-specific property. But maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure Clayton is in OG Tarzan. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it's a lion. You have to fight a lion.
On the beach? Okay.
Yes, you're fighting a lion on the beach.
When you said exactly what I expected, this is like the opposite of exactly what I expected. Like,
well,
the lion is in the jungle.
I used a thing called sarcasm.
Oh, right. Sarcasm. You know, there's usually something called an intonation that goes along with sarcasm.
Well, as we've learned, as I'm doing this, I have no way of pronouncing things. All right, Bad Road is on one of the worst levels in the game, swimming.
Same. I mean, I'm not on the level, but swimming sucks in video games.
Like, Bad Road needs to realize that they can still hold L to swim faster. Like, it's essentially running underwater.
That's silly. And practical. I'm glad you can stab fish while swimming, but geez, this... Yeah, that was a very quick death. This is brutal. Luckily, it seems like the coins that you've collected, you don't have to collect again, so, you know, not the biggest deal if you die, especially with 9 lives going into this swimming section.
Yeah, when I played this originally, I had to use a password to get to this level, which meant I was only spawning with 3 lives, which made it much more difficult to try to collect all the coins and get through this, what I assume is a barracuda zone.
Oh my gosh, the blue barracudas. I'm just thinking of Legends of the Hidden Temple. That team apparently was the cursed team, but I always cheered for them. They never won. But blue barracudas, heck yeah.
I'm trying to remember all of the teams. There was the Orange Monkeys, I think.
The Orange Monkeys?
Yeah, because they were all color based. So there was Orange Monkeys, White Snakes, something along those lines.
Something like that. Blue barracudas were the coolest, okay? It had alliteration. Oh, green monkeys, purple parrots, okay. Yeah, chat is helping fill in the gaps here.
Chat
I appreciate
will have all the
that.
answers. Thank you, chat, for knowing your Legends of the Hidden Temple lore.
Orange iguanas, silver snakes, red jaguars. Okay. Good, good. I think we got it all filled out there from Dragon Lord Carter. Red jaguars, blue barracudas, green monkeys, orange iguanas, purple parrots, silver snakes. Blue barracudas were always the best in my heart, but sucked when actually playing the game. With that said, underscore fishy is still dealing with the first boss here. Just gotta, oh yeah, shoot him with the dart, come on. Ta! The backhand.
Yeah,
That was a silver backhand, let me tell you.
And Virazek, getting onto this underwater level, Bad Road has lost 4 lives just in this level alone.
Yeah, underscore fishy is being careful here, and there we go, on to, well,
No, not yet. You have to find the exit. When you kill the boss in this level, it puts you back at the beginning, but you still need to get to the exit. And I think underscore fishy still needs to collect, okay, I think now has enough coins to spawn the exit.
Run underscore fishy. The exit might be somewhere. Let's see if you can find it. Yeah, Virazek and Bad Road are both dealing with what you called the nightmare level. Neither of them have really used the run function in this, which is kind of understandable. You don't expect to be able to run underwater.
It's not an intuitive thing to think, oh yeah, holding the run button makes me swim faster. I think it's just because it's called a run button and it's on L. Like if it were like Super Mario World and you're holding either, I think it's B or X or Y, whichever face button it is, you can swim faster.
Yeah.
It's just not a natural position to have a run button.
Yeah, in my opinion, like, there are very few cases where shoulder buttons make sense for running. I used it in Mega Man X all the time as the activated dash, though. That honestly made, like, dashing and platforming much more doable. But considering the run doesn't seem to be combined too much with jumping here, I'm not sure it's the most practical to have on the shoulder here. And underwater, yeah, that's going to be confusing.
Yeah, and the worst part is, like, not only do these fish hurt you, but touching the coral reef on the side also does damage to you. It's got that, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles problem with the underwater swimming. Bad Road down to 1 life. Still 9 coins to collect.
My gosh.
This level is brutal.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Actually, how do you get extra lives in this game? Like, how did Bad Road even get up to 9 lives?
So there are, like, these little, like, cotton candy cloud things.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are extra lives?
Those are extra lives.
That's stupid. How is that supposed to be an extra life?
I mean, much like coins, they're very relevant to Tarzan's life. See, that's sarcasm. It's like, did you get that one,
I did, okay? Yeah, that one...
I'm a little too deadpan sometimes when I make jokes, and I apologize.
No, you can be dry. Dry humor is good humor. Okay? We don't have to you don't have to be a ham.
A little weird doing dry humor when 2 of our players are stuck underwater right now. Ah, bazinga.
Never say that again. Oh, Game Tech, how I love you. I'm glad that Game Tech... here's the deal. Like, apparently it was only about 6 years ago that somebody first uploaded this ROM up to the internet, and it was, I believe, the lead developer who shared it with the world. So, like, thank goodness the lead dev was able to actually, like, keep something.
Oh, Miranda's gonna get the level completed.
Miranda, yes!
As long as she can jump over this. She's good. She's free. Level 2. Yes!
Yes, level 2, baby!
Oh, and Virazek made it through the water. Is taking the lead.
Yes, Virazek, good job! Oh, that's always exciting to see people making progress.
And to be fair, like, Miranda has a chance. This underwater level is not kind. Bad Road is having a big problem with it.
Oh, yeah.
Underscore Fishy, as soon as they get there, they might also struggle. So if Miranda can just kind of get a handle on these levels, she could catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we also need to pay attention to Tarzan's climbing a ladder movement. It's very important.
You get to see his butt. He doesn't really have a butt, though. Like,
yeah.
Come on, Tarzan. If you're gonna have muscles, you need butt muscles. Where'd your butt muscles go?
He's just 2 legs and a torso. He didn't have time to have a butt.
Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. Virzek unfortunately fell into the poop deck and died. That sometimes happens when you're Tarzan, you know? You're not accustomed to boats, you're not accustomed to ladders or any of this crap.
Yeah, if we're looking at level progress right now, Virzek is currently on level 7, the Arrow. So there's still halfway left in the game.
Oh my gosh. Bad Road currently on level 6, I believe. Underscore Fishy is in 3rd place, and Miranda is in 4th. Remember, 2 people are getting eliminated due to this, so it's very important that the players learn how the game works and learn how to make progress here. There we go. LUL for Underscore Fishy.
This keeps jumping into the poop deck. Or Percentage, I believe you have more knowledge on the poop deck than I do, since I don't know anything about maritime stuff. Is that the poop deck?
The poop deck is... I don't remember where it is. I think it's where you go to poop.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, so if that's where the pirates go to poop, then sure. I don't know. Poop deck might be different for every boat. Justin, stop it. Oh, people are saying that's right into the hold. Okay, well, never mind then. I don't know where the poop deck is.
All right, Virzek through, and I think Bad Road's still on reef. Underscore Fishy now on beach, so is going to be 1 level away from reef. So Underscore Fishy might be able to take 2nd place away from Bad Road at this point.
Yeah, nobody is out of it quite yet, you know. Even Miranda Dragon has a lot of possibilities to make progress here. Virzek is a little bit stuck on this tree level. I saw them fall down. Well, I mean, they did beat the boat just now. So, you know, it's probably going to be a full game over in just a little bit. But even with that, the players have passwords, and they are allowed to use the passwords to get back to any level that they've been to. Not only that, but you provided the list of passwords so that they have them.
You know, it's a 2-point match. I wanted to be a little bit kinder. The game is unnecessarily cruel at times, so... And there Virzek just jumping off the tree. Oh, they collected a few lives, though, so... You know, it's round 2. Maybe you didn't have a good time with the first game. You were given a Kusogrand8. Maybe the 2nd game can be just as kind. Or not kind. Who knows? But now we have 2 people on the reef. Bad Road, who has just been stuck in the reef. Oh, Bad Road has pushed the go fast button.
Bad Road can go fast now? Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Yeah, like running underwater, actually extremely helpful. If impractical, but yeah, you don't want to be stuck like just moseying underwater, and Bad Road has found the exit. Very nice. Time to move on to the ship level. Bad Road holding on to 2nd place. Underscore Fishy, though, has been having a very good push. If they can learn to run while swimming. That will help. I also like the chat is pointing out how much they love Tarzan swim animation. Honestly, like
the animations are great in this game.
no, look at. Okay, this is impractical for swimming. He barely look at the arms. Okay, yeah, moving your arm to peck height to swim. That's like not even half of a stroke. That's like 1/3 of a stroke while you're trying to swim underwater.
Yeah, so Miranda now on to the first boss level. This game is magical.
Yeah. No, this is pretty fun. I'm enjoying this.
Like it's hard to grasp how clunky Tarzan controls in this by just watching. Like it takes a full 2 seconds for you to turn around when you're swimming underwater. The jump almost has a parabola movement when you just do the normal neutral jump. And then getting knocked back by the boss puts you so far. And another thing, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but if you just stand in place and use the knife, it shows the animation of you taking damage. You don't actually take damage. But you still flash as if you do take damage.
It's so weird. Again, the game wasn't finished, so kind of understandable. Still weird. But honestly, yeah, if you're developing a game, don't worry too much about everything making sense until the end, that's part of the polish there. It does seem like, oh no, _fishy died. No. Miranda, though, has made it to the first boss of the game, and I believe has actually killed the boss. She just needs to get enough coins to finish this level and move on.
But now I think she has learned that jumping too far up and going down is going to kill you.
Yep.
But only needs a few more coins. Virzek on to the next water level with piranhas.
Oh, no. Okay, Virzek absolutely has to learn how to swim fast. If they don't, they're going to be stuck here for a while.
Scoring in chat is asking, what are those pyramid-looking things? So those are the blow dart ammunition.
Oh, okay.
So when you hit select, that changes your active weapon from the dagger to the blow dart.
Okay, so
you have limited amounts of blow dart ammunition.
I gotcha. Do you think... Did they use blow darts in ancient Egypt? I mean, I imagine they probably did. Seems practical.
I mean, I always think of those traps that they have when you're going through a pyramid. There's always blow dart traps.
Yeah, I think those are fiction though. I'm relatively sure that ancient temples do not have traps like that. Or at least not as many as people think. Sure, maybe there's something that'll cause a rock to fall on your head, But that's practical. Having blow darts, trap blow darts, how do they even get the propulsion? It doesn't... what, do they have skeletons out, behind the wall just going...
I would assume they would work kind of like a tension thing, but over time, anything that was holding onto that tension would have decayed by that point.
Okay, Justin is pointing out that skeletons don't have lungs, so... No, they're not famous for having lungs, Justin. Don't lie to me.
All right, Virzek found how to dash and is now moving on to the next level. We might see a completion, because there's not that many levels left for Virzek. We do have another water level.
Okay.
So,
Ooh, Sabor, one of my favorite DOS games, is a password for this, so that's good.
Oh gosh, the monkey sound.
I guess I heard the monkey.
It just screeched.
Yeah, I mean... Bad Road was gonna stab the monkey, but just decided to end the level instead. Probably a good choice.
It feels kind of weird because like I've played this and like the coin counter I feel doesn't increase, it decreases the amount you actually need. So the game weirdly has lower requirements for collecting the coins at these later levels.
Huh. Yeah,
What?
like, there's still a lot of coins all over the place. It's still so stupid that Tarzan has to collect coins. It doesn't make any sense. What's he gonna go? Like, is he gonna go to the mall? Oh my gosh, can you imagine Tarzan's shopping trip to the mall?
What would be maybe Tarzan needs all these coins for a Cinnabon. Like why else would Tarzan need these coins? Like
Honestly, Tarzan probably likes Cinnabon. Who doesn't, you know?
is cinnamon like a natural spice in like
I mean,
the jungle?
it's from trees.
I mean, a lot of things come from trees. Tarzan technically came from trees.
It came from humans. What are you talking about? No.
Now, we don't know Tarzan's parents. Maybe he just spawned.
I have a feeling we actually do have lore about Tarzan's parents. Let me see. Who are Tarzan's parents? Okay, not much is known about his parents. This is per Disney. But they ended up... what did they do? I forget. I'm looking at the Disney fandom wiki. I know they died, Justin. I'm trying to explain this. Tarzan's father seems to be very strong, but also very kind, as well as very observant. A lot of varies here, just so you know. When Tarzan pointed to a large tree in a playful manner, he instantly knew it would be a safe place to build a safe home together. Tarzan's mother seems to be an independent woman with the equal emotional and mental strength to that of her husband. They existed for like 30 seconds in the film. Okay? When she and her husband were building the treehouse, she was by his side the entire time. That's because it was a montage. Okay? When you're doing a film montage, of course she's gonna be by his side the entire time. What the frick? Okay.
Well, Virzek has finished the Panther boss, is now onto the waterfall stage. Very close now. There is just 3 levels left, including the level that Virzek is on.
Oh my gosh, very nice. We could see a completion. With that said, this level is horrifying.
The this waterfall level is just... ugh.
Okay, here's another line. Here's another line about Tarzan's mother. She is also strong and persevering because she is seen carrying Tarzan on her back while building the tree house. You know that's what's called? She has a baby and she takes care of the baby. Apparently that's strong and persevering. Okay. Her strength also shows when she pulls her husband into a lifeboat. Okay. It is known, however, that they loved each other and their son very much. This was shown at the beginning of the film when the husband risked being burned as he attempted to lower the lifeboat where his wife and son are on it from the burning ship, as well as when his wife helped him into the lifeboat after jumping off the ship. Wait, he was strong because his wife pulled him into the boat? This is stupid. Another example of their love is when they give their lives to keep Tarzan safe from Sabor. Wait, that was a password in this game. It's the tiger. It's the leopard tiger thingy. Oh.
Yeah, but there is no leopard tiger thingy in this game. You
Yeah.
fight a lion, you fight a panther, you fight an ape, and we're gonna fight the shaman at the end of the game. Spoilers.
Okay, so apparently per Disney wiki, Tiger Panther thingy ate Tarzan's parents. That's what happened to them. Okay. They became dinner. There's also a good chance that if they could somehow know about Kala and her efforts to take care of Tarzan, they would love her and be grateful to her for everything she had done for their son. This is a lot of assumptions here. Okay? They're dead. Disney Wiki, they're dead. Yeah, my
So
psychic
that-
ability says that they would love the monkey. Yeah,
As
whatever.
much as I love talking about dead parents, Virazek has to learn that some of the walls you can actually stand on in this waterfall level, but it doesn't look like you can stand on them.
Oh, yeah, that would be a little bit confusing, but welcome to, hey, I'm completely fine if somebody gets stuck for a little while. It gives us more time.
Yeah, like that's kind of like a sin of like this cinematic style of platformer where like they just decided which ones you could stand on and which ones don't have hitboxes. Yeah, because Virzek's been trying to jump on this like upper platform, but you don't have a high enough jump to do it. This waterfall level.
I love, I'm still looking at this freaking Disney wiki, and they have screenshots of the parents, and I swear it's almost every single frame that they appear in the film. They're like, we gotta know more about the parents. We're gonna figure out what they're all about. Turns out what they're all about is dying. Yeah, take that, nerds.
I mean, it's not a good idea to build a giant treehouse really high up. Like in the movie, it seems like it's super high up. Where like if a baby, like if they didn't die and that baby was still around, that baby would just accidentally walk out the door and fall off.
Yeah, it's probably good they died. I gotta be honest, yeah. I absolutely love when people write silly things like this. It's good. Like, the internet needs more things that I can read and laugh at.
So just to recap, Virazek in the lead right now is a stage ahead of Bad Road. Underscore Fishy struggling on the reef level, which is the first underwater level, is in third, and then Miranda is only a few levels behind, has now made it to the beach level, which is one level behind Underscore Fishy.
Yeah, Fishy has been here for a while. I think that if Fishy finally learns to run underwater, there's a chance they could start having a good push, but holy cow, not using the run button is, Oh, there's the exit!
All right, Fishy is through.
What a nightmare of a level.
Oh, thank you, not Electa, one of our refs, correcting me. There was a short underwater level between the level that Bad Road is on and Virazek. It's just so short that I forgot about it.
Well, I mean, that's how it goes.
That's why we have our refs. They catch me sleeping.
They see you when you're sleeping, you know? Our refs are basically Santa Claus, except more punishing, you know?
Yeah, Virazek has now found the secret here. Is just slowly trying to get to the correct like spot where they can use this vine.
Oh my gosh, just the turnaround over and over. Okay, there we go. Ooh, fall. Oh, this is horrifying. But that's 3 extra lives right there. And Virzek not getting any of them because this wall is very, very difficult to climb around because it's hard to tell where they're standing spots. Okay.
Now the goal. Where is the end goal?
You know, making those platforms visible, that's something that you can do in your final polish before you release a game. It's fine in a prototype. I can forgive a lot of stuff when it's still a prototype. That doesn't mean it's good, but I will still forgive it.
Yeah, I mean, if they had, you know, put a little bit more into this, maybe they could have released this. But Virzek found the exit, is through, 2 levels to go. We are now at, like, the city where these shaman guys are. Viking caveman style
The Viking
people.
cave, like, they seriously look like they belong in Lord of the Rings, not Tarzan. It's very strange.
All right, and Bad Road is through.
Yeah,
So is
underscore fishy,
fishy.
very nice. Like,
And Miranda also on the underwater level too.
Oh my gosh, can Miranda learn to run?
Miranda's actually been doing pretty well on this underwater level.
Oh yeah.
If only this level was earlier for her.
I still don't think anybody is completely out of it. It's going to be really difficult for Miranda Dragon to come back, but underscore fishy could move into second place depending on how they do. Why are there so many arches in Virzek's screen? What did we do? Go to Greece?
So this is the temple. This is the last level of the game.
Okay.
So Virzek has a chance to complete the game here. Has to do a lot of platforming and fight this final boss. And I don't think the final boss is too difficult, so Virzek is in a very good chance to lock in their first place here.
I love it. Yeah, it's not too often that we have a game that can be completed in Kusogrand8, but it does happen every once in a while. And honestly, it seems like this is just the right length for a Kusogrand8 match, you know?
I was reluctant to give this to like 10 pointers because then I feel like we would have everybody would be completing it at the same time.
Yeah, with that said, Virzek, I believe under a different name, has actually made it to brackets before. Like, Virzek is a strong player here.
They're a mystery funhouse tester. So they test a lot of the games that get submitted to mystery tournaments. And they're a regular around there, so...
Yeah, I'm not too surprised that they are in the lead and possibly going to beat the game. And there we go. I think that's... Nope.
It's now the boss fight.
Uh-oh.
And Virzek has 9 lives, and I think it still uses the same kind of strategy of, like, you maintain your lives.
This is a hard fight, yeah. Whoa! Fire! 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 Okay. Yeah, and as Scorian is saying in chat, Virzek has competed since Kusogrand8 3. That is pretty dang true. You know, they didn't have a good first match, but I'm not too surprised to see that they are having a great comeback during this one. And honestly, it seems like we're probably going to have an early interview in just a second. Oh no! The boss deflated! Okay, cutscene time. I want to see the cutscene. Yes! after freeing the captives from their bonds, Tarzan takes Jane into his arms. Just kind of stands there for a while. Oh, look at that animation. That was so fluid. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Tarzan and Jane embrace as the sun sinks, blah, blah, blah. No, into the Atlantic, not into the water, giving way to the African night. Da 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 da. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and invite Virazek to come and chat if they would like, because that is 100% of first place. Oh, wait, never mind. Game over. Yeah, and chat did note that the other players, you know, they're new players here, so it's not too surprising to me that Virazek has managed to get through the game and the other players are still working on it. But look, Miranda and _fishy on the same level. And here we are with Virazek, our winner, the first person to complete and probably the only person to complete this game during this match. Hello there.
Hello. Hi, Shrimbles. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm taking care of something right now, so I apologize. Congratulations.
Yeah, honestly, this game was pretty fun, actually. I gotta be honest. I had a lot of fun playing it.
Really?
It actually doesn't control very badly at all. I was surprised. Like, basically, aside from the swimming and, like, the people that just shoot you, like, it was fine.
The people that just shoot you. Yeah, I hate those guys.
You can't dodge them at all. The projectile's instant. There's no projectile on the screen, you know.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
believe
other
it.
than that.
Did you know in the swimming section, if you hold run, you go faster?
That's how I got through the piranhas.
Perfect.
The first time I went through, I was like, is this stage even possible? Like, I don't get this. And then I was like, wait a second. This is one of those games where they're going to be like, you can run while swimming.
Yep. Yeah, it is one of those games. Hey, it looks like _fishy got through the boat level and is going to be heading on to the jungle. Very nice. Yeah, so once you got used to some of the controls, like Shrambles was saying, probably the first 5 or 10 minutes, everybody's going to be frustrated and then probably be okay with the game. Is that sort of the same experience that you went through? Frustration followed by, oh, this is okay.
It's hard to get me frustrated at a game, but like, I was honestly surprised, like, because I didn't know what to expect when we went into the game, and then it started up, I'm like, oh, well, it's Prince of Persia, like, okay, I can deal with that. It's actually, like, kind of fluid in its controls, actually. It's like, you have a surprising amount of freedom, like, way more than, like, a Prince of Persia clone you would expect, because, like, you have mid-air control, and, like, running will give you different heights and angles, and, like... There's auto jump. If you just hold the jump button, you'll jump every single time you hit the ground, which I used a lot because it was the safest way to move in this whole game.
Yeah, I noticed everybody was doing a lot of jumping, especially in the level that had the mud, though, since you would sink down into it and it would slow you down. Yeah, jumping
There's
was
also snakes in it.
There are snakes?
Yeah, they randomly popped out. I have no idea where they were, but they hit me sometimes. I actually died to one of them one time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know it looks like Bad Road is on that cliff level, and that one you were on for a little while, Virazek. Just, I think the main difficulty there is it was hard to tell what was a platform and what wasn't.
Oh, I could tell instantly. Like, I looked at the left, I'm like, well, okay, there's like, it's indented differently there. That's probably the platform, but like, I failed the jump on the first time, but I thought that I was pretty close. So I was like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's some other thing that happens. And then like, eventually I went through everything. I was like, oh, it's the only thing that's possible. There's no, you can't do anything else. There's no random blind jumps or anything. And you just have to be really close to make that jump.
That's pretty great. Yeah, like watching this, I actually think that this game does have a lot of redeeming factors. It's a little odd that it did get shelved by this company, but like some of the animations are amazing. Like the ending cutscene with him picking up Jane, like how fluid was that?
That was great.
That was beautiful.
That was great.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that.
one of the best animations I've seen on Super Nintendo easily. And this was never released. Like, super cool.
Yeah, I really wonder why. I wonder if it was like, because like usually when I think of things like this, and especially for what it's based off of, it was, they're looking for a license for like a specific Tarzan thing that it's not Edgar Rice Burroughs, but they couldn't get it. But then like, why wouldn't they just like reskin it and release it anyway? Because that's pretty common. I have no idea.
Well, I'm wondering if it was made around the time that like Disney's Tarzan came out. They might have been trying to capitalize on that. There's a possibility. And if, you know, they didn't have a final product by the time that that came out, then it was probably considered a lost cause. And this, like, it still needs some polish. I can name several things that they could do in order to make this better. But yeah, I if they missed what they considered to be their win, _fishy, what are you doing? Stop jumping out of the pit. Yeah, I could see if they were trying to do something like that, yeah, they would probably scrap it if it weren't ready in time. I mean, there was a Game Boy game that came out with the same name that is significantly different. They made the game as well, as far as I can tell, or at least it had the same publisher. Yeah, just this one didn't come out for one reason or another. You know, they didn't finish it, and that's okay. Like, we managed to have this preserved, this prototype. It was only released about 6 years ago onto the internet, but you know, it's a piece of history now. We've got it.
Yeah, every game deserves to be preserved, even the not so good ones.
I agree. Well, I have to ask, are you doing anything exciting these days that people should know about? Anything that they should check out stream-wise for you?
I haven't really. I've been on major hiatus working on Live 2Dification, but I've never done like artwork in my life, so
okay.
Trying to design a reference sheet, especially when you don't know how to render armor, is pretty difficult. But right now, I spend most of my time. I'm working on developing a Spyro 2 randomizer. That's actually fairly close to completion for the Archipelago Multiworld randomizer project. That's what I've been spending most of my time doing, if I can ever get off of Dota 2. But I mean, other than that, no. I mean, I plan to get back to stuff, but you know, sometime down the future.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Well, cool. Spyro 2 randomizer. Keep us up to date about that. Like, when it does come out, let us know, because I'm sure some people would be interested in checking that out.
Oh yeah, it's been a ridiculous amount of work, but it's nice to look back on.
Well, sweet. We are wrapping up the final minute of this, so I can go ahead and let you go, and then we will wrap up the match. Thank you so much for joining us, Virzek.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Shrambles, for giving me a really cool game like this. You know, it's always nice to get a GM that you know, obviously from the mystery scene. But I saw this, I was like, oh, I can't wait. I know Shrambles got some real good tricks to pull out of his bag of goodies.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot more tricks in the future. You know, as soon as we hit round 3, that's when some of the more dangerous stuff I've got is going to come out of my tool belt.
Uh-oh.
Always excited to see what you have to bring.
Oh, yeah. All right, Virzek, take care. We'll talk to you hopefully another time. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you all. See you all soon.
See ya. All right, we're on to the final 15 seconds, and I think it's pretty clear that Bad Road is going to be our other player moving on.
So that will be solidifying the places. Virazek, as we saw, taking first, Bad Road taking second, and unfortunately, _fishy and Miranda will be eliminated from the tournament at this point.
That is all right. You know, everybody except for one person gets eliminated eventually. We do have to do the eliminations, and you should never feel bad losing to a bad game. That is just how it goes. But congratulations, Virazek and Bad Road, for moving on to round 3 in the Kusogrand8 group stages. Yeah, that was an impressive performance by both of them. Miranda Dragon and Underscore Fishy also had some good pushes. Miranda, a little bit later, it took her a while to get used to it, but once she really clicked with the way that movement worked in the game, I feel like she made up a lot of ground very quickly.
Yeah, she definitely did. It's just unfortunate sometimes having a slow start can be the nail for your Kusogrand8 run.
Yeah, but I've been eliminated from Kusogrand8. Yeah, nobody else should feel bad about it. If I can't make it through, then, you know...
I've been eliminated in the group stages. I've been eliminated in the brackets. It's, you know, I've taken last, I've taken first. It's more like the journey sometimes than actually winning. Because then you can enjoy other people's suffering.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And yeah, other people are saying, hey, you say eliminated, I say set free. They are free. They can go and celebrate life with good games instead of having to play our games. Well, Shrambles, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to plug before we move on to the second game of today?
So I would just say the Mystery Show, which happens every first Saturday on Brosentia's channel. We have another show coming up on the 4th of May, and for the foreseeable future, Roar's been planning something really special with something that ties with something else that Roar is doing, which is all I will say about what the next Mystery Show is going to be. There will be chat participation in the next one, so get ready.
Scary. Well, yeah, get ready, chat. It will be a good time, and I've really enjoyed the Mystery Show so far. All right, take care, Shrambles. We will see you later.
See ya.
Bye. Well, everybody, we are going to run a quick ad, and I will be right back in a couple minutes with our second game of 4. Stay tuned.